You said something very interesting, and I really liked this word protection. What can we do to make our environments protective, or protect the people in those environments? Obviously, with your work at the EPA, you did a lot of work to protect us in all of our environments, to at least improve the standards that we're all living with today. But I think that the work that Square Roots is trying to do here is to create a maternal gold standard for what an ideal pregnancy is, what a healthy pregnancy looks like, and how could that benefit potentially society. Do you have any thoughts on that? Why something like this could be useful?
Yeah, there are multi issues that it would take us a whole day to spend. But let me give you an example, because again, all these policies and strategies are interconnected. Okay, it's not one thing that you can do to protect pregnant women and protect minorities during pregnancy. So, as I said, many of the minority communities, because of poverty and inequality, they live in parts of the country that air pollution is higher. Just to give you an example, and I don't know if it applies to Italy. Ports. We love ports. And many of us see ports as, taking a ferry from place A to place B, or taking a yacht and traveling. But the people who live in this community close to ports, and doesn't have to be next to the port, we're talking about kilometers far away from these communities, but surrounding those communities, are exposed to higher level of diesel fumes. Trucks that come in and out to the port and bring goods or take goods, they're all high polluting vehicles. This pollution is, causes smog and causes, premature. You could have premature deaths just from particulate exposure that is associated with these diesel trucks. So that air pollution has direct impact to pregnant women and has direct impact to and it gets worsened with climate change. So could we look at cities and work with officials across the city and state and make certain decisions and say, for certain, transportation vehicles like buses and trucks and even cars, can we move from the internal combustion engine that we know it's a polluting engine to electrical vehicles and electrical trucks, so we can protect those communities? But obviously, Square Roots cannot do that by yourselves, but you could encourage your readers that their voice counts, their vote counts, and their actions count to convince, mayors and city councils and presidents and prime ministers that they also deserve to be breathing clean air. So that's your starting point, am I right? Because if you reduce air pollution from those sources, at the same time, if you go to electric transportation, you are reducing greenhouse gases that are responsible to worsen our climate.